What's going on, guys? Today we have a very interesting video. I'm going to be talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic's comments about LeBron James.
I never expected it.
Now, these comments actually came out a couple weeks ago, but I still wanted to cover it just because I thought it was a pretty important topic. Now, let's get right into it. Now, Zlatan apparently came at LeBron James and other athletes basically saying, quote, "Do what you're good at. Stay out of politics." He then went on to say he actually admires LeBron and he's phenomenal at what he's doing, but he does not like when people with that kind of status go and do politics at the same time. He was quoted saying, "I don't do politics. If I would be a political politician. I would do politics." That is the first mistake people do when they become famous. They become in a certain status. Stay out of it. Just do what you're best because it doesn't look good. Now, he also went on to say how politics can easily divide people and that sports bring people together. Now, initially after he made these comments, he got a lot of pushback and a lot of criticism. Some people even said that he was coming out as somewhat racist. Now, he was accused of racism back in January after him and Romelu Lukaku had a little bit of a quarrel after a match, but he later put on social media that he denied it and he's against racism, which he was also backed by his manager. Now, Zlatan was actually asked again, and he pretty much said the same thing, that his belief is that athletes should stick to sports and stay out of politics. Now, this isn't the first time athletes, including LeBron, have faced criticism for being political. I think everybody remembers the big "shut up and dribble" comments that were made against LeBron. So at this point, LeBron is obviously used to the criticism. Now, personally, I think Zlatan has a fair opinion. He can think athletes can stay out of politics if they want to, because I think we all know, especially nowadays, politics can be very decisive, and they can definitely divide large groups of people. And it is a fact that a lot of people will try to go to sports to get out of politics and just kind of clear their heads. Now, a couple days after these comments were made about LeBron, he responded in an interview and pretty much said that there will no way he will ever just stick to sports. Now, here's a little bit of a clip of the interview.
Absolutely not. I mean, because at the end of the day, I would never shut up about things that's wrong. I preach about my people, and I preach about equality, social injustice, racism, systematic voting, voter suppression, things that go on in our community. Because I was a part of my community at one point and seeing the things that was going on, and I know that what's going on still, because I have a group of 300 plus kids at my school that's going through the same thing, and they need a voice. And I'm their voice. I'm their voice, and I use my platform to continue to shed light on everything that may be going on, not only in my community, but around this country and around. There's no reason, I won't say no reason, but there's no way I will ever just stick to sports, because I understand how this platform and how powerful my voice is. And he can just ask Renee Montgomery, if I would have shut up and just dribbled.
Now, I think LeBron made some really good points here in responding to Zlatan's initial comments. Now, I think LeBron is obviously one of the most recognizable athletes in the world, and probably has honestly one of the biggest platforms as an athlete. Now, my opinion is that LeBron should absolutely 100% continue to use his platform. Honestly, there's many problems that go on in this country, some that a lot of people just fail to recognize, or maybe just not even care to recognize. A lot of things that, still here due to systematic racism, and the effects are still being seen today. Now, LeBron being one of the most visible African American, probably in the country, if not the world, I think he does a good job of, making his points known and also backing it up with actual actions. I think one of the things that separates him from a lot of people is that, he's not just saying all this stuff. He has that school in Akron that, he's providing full scholarships to college. He set up so many other things around the community, not just in Cleveland, but around the country. I think he should continue to speak regardless, because these issues are extremely important. And even if it means, you're losing some fans, I think he should just continue to do it. Now, personally, that's my opinion on LeBron's response. A lot of people think athletes should stay out of politics, which I understand. People could be using as escape. You've seen a lot of, Black Lives Matter stuff in a lot of sports over the summer and in the fall, in the winter as well. But I also think there is a reason why those things are there. It's not some small issue, these are big issues that, still exist today, when they obviously affect a lot of people in the United States and around the world as well. But that's my take. I'm very interested in hearing some of your guys' comments. Leave a comment below letting me know what you think of Zlatan's initial comments or LeBron's response. Definitely want to hear what you guys think about this one. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one.